So now moving into one of my favorite companies, Storm Collectibles. So I was pretty close with Storm Collectibles. I mentioned that we would be receiving one of the female ninjas, Milena Quintana, as a Comic Con exclusive. That was completely incorrect. Instead, we received a new body, new tool version of what I believe is Mortal Kombat 1 Scorpion. And I must admit, he looks cool. And for all the people who missed out on him, this is a great opportunity for you to go and grab him. But if you're watching this video now, it is currently sold out at Bluefin, but it is available at Big Bad Toy Store. I also mentioned that we would be receiving the translucent version of Sub-Zero, excuse me. Doesn't appear that that's happening. I mentioned that we would be receiving a colored version of Raiden. That is factual. And I mentioned for the Street Fighter line that I think we would receive two characters. The very first was Vega. Haven't seen Vega as of yet. And the second was E Honda. And E Honda looks great. My only concern is that he was in a very static pose. And typically with Storm Collectibles, they show their figures in more of a motion-based pose. What also has me excited about this figure is that it doesn't say pending approval as a lot of the other figures do. So I'm thinking that this one is slated to come out hopefully before the end of 2020. I also made some predictions about King of Fighters. So far, we didn't see any characters from King of Fighters thus far. And perhaps one of the reveals that I am just very super excited about, I mentioned that for Dark Stalkers, Storm Collectibles had to show something. I was really starting to doubt if they still had the rights to do the characters. And I mentioned that if we were going to see figures, there were two figures that we would see. That the first was Morgan, the second was Dimitri. And behold, they showed Dimitri, which looks fantastic. I feel that it could have been a little bit more stylistic, but if this is the version that we get, I'm happy with that. I also talked about Tekken. So far, we haven't seen any Tekken figures as of yet. And last but not least, we all knew that Motaro was coming. I don't think we knew that he was going to release by the year's end. He's slated to release December 20th. He's already up for pre-order on many sites. I jumped the gun and paid for it already. So if you're interested in getting that figure, you can. I honestly thought that it would be much more than it is. I think it goes for 110 or 119. And I really was thinking that this figure was going to be at least $130, if not more. Storm Collectibles, not a bad offering, but I was hoping there was more. If only there was more. Wait, there's more. So Storm Collectibles released their catalog. And within the first page of that catalog, they showed figures that have already released and those that are soon to come. So focusing on Mortal Kombat for a moment, they showed two figures which haven't released yet, which is Raiden, at least stateside, and Motaro, which isn't slated for almost another 6 months. So now when we go to Tekken, I want you to remember Tekken. Tekken only showed the two characters that are currently out. As we get a little bit deeper into the catalog, we see King of Fighters, they show Orochi, Geese, and we see two new characters. Blue Mary, which I don't recall at all. I don't know who this character is. And Mai. Mai I'd certainly be happy to add, but I'm very surprised that they went with these two characters as opposed to either Joe Higashi or Andy, assuming that the figures that are showed are the next to come within the lineup. Now, more important than the King of Fighters, because I know a lot of fans have been waiting for this, and they've been speculating, and they have been angry, and they are wondering what's going on with the Tekken line, and just like that, we get an image of King and Paul, and apparently they are coming soon. But what's so important about this, where is Jin? We actually saw Jin over a year ago in painted form. Where is Jin? He's not listed here as coming soon, nor is he listed in the first page of the catalog next to the Tekken. Something is going on. Turning pages, we see Dark Stalkers, we see Dimitri, which we have already seen in action figure form, well, as of this week, and we see an image of Morgan, so assuming that this will be the next character in the lineup. And as the pages go on, it's not over yet, we see X Layer, which has been lying dormant for quite some time. So finally they show two characters. We see Kiera as well as Skullomania. And also again, it says coming soon. That's coming soon means 2020. And as if it couldn't get any better, Soul Calibur. And we see two characters, Hishiro and Taki. Well done, Storm Collectibles. Well done.